Hello, hello, hello. I put my glasses on a minute ago and I realized that I need to clean them. Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? I'm just cleaning my glasses so I don't have to see you guys through a fog. Hi, Whispers. Yay! Affordably crafty raid. I love the affordably crafty raids. Hi, Linda. I am doing great. Thank you so much for asking. I just got to clean my glasses here. They were filthy. Everybody was blurry. And my glasses aren't supposed to do that. So as you guys are coming in, let me know what is on your hook and what is in your cup. And I am getting another light source because I look a little dark. So if you could bear with me just a moment. Oh, I don't think it's going to reach. Never mind. I'm just going to be dark. Good morning, Liza. How are you? Hi, Julie. How are you? Yay, affordably crafty raid. I love those. Yay, Linda. I'm so glad you found me. Thank you. Thank you, Whisper. I appreciate it. Thank you for posting my link. Thank you so much. A fairy house on your hook. Oh, that's amazing. I can't wait to see that. You're going to have to show that off, definitely. And caramel cappuccino in your mug. I have caramel in my mug too, but it's not a cappuccino. So in my mug, I've got my usual. So it's just regular coffee. And then I buy the caramel sugar-free syrup. So a couple, pump and a half of that. And some Splenda because I like it sweet. Hey, David, how are you? Ooh, Julie's got a lacy cardigan on her hook. She feels like she's been crocheting it for weeks. Is it one of the it's lacy, so what's the weight of the yarn? Because I know that can contribute to it. But I bet you it's going to be amazing when you're done. Are you almost done? Whisper says, I have an entire fairy village behind me. That's awesome. I love that. I love it, love it, love it. Hi, Marshall. How are you? Hey, Linda. This is working on well, I already said hi, Linda, but I'm looking. I'll say hi to you again. Hello again. But I was looking at your thing. I'm working on a cat hat for my labor girl. And I'm drinking some diet grape soda. Grape soda. Ooh, Michelle's got coffee and her queen mosaic. You guys, Michelle, if you haven't seen her mosaics, they're gorgeous. She does an amazing job on her mosaics. Neighbor, not labor. I was wondering. I'm like, okay. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I have tomorrow or Monday, I have a members only video going. It's just from my trip to Asheville on Thursday. You guys get the little bit more chatty bit of it. And then I'll do the shop with me. It will be public. But thank you so much for joining me. I'm using Turbo or Trubu. Do you mean Trubu? And this yarn is so splitty. Oh, splitty yarn. That can be a little frustrating. But one thing that Julie mentioned to me, which was really cool, Julie, Whippy Chick, is like the Susan Bait, the inline hooks work really well with splitty yarn. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning. Hi, Nancy. I have been seeing your work that you're posting in the few groups that we are both in, and I love your cardigan, Nancy. That's gorgeous. Hi, Melanie and friends. I'm babysitting and watching on my phone. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining me. And Nancy prefers Susan Bates or the inline hook, so I get that. And I think the furls, if you ever get furls, those are inline. I think if you get one type, you can choose whether it's inline or tapered, But hi Connie. So nice to see you today. Um but Susan Bates definitely in line. And then I also noticed that the bamboo hooks that Lion Brand has, it's at Walmart. The bit like the bamboo and the hooks they have, those are in line as well. Where's my bells or a catchy tune? Right. You know what? I need to start doing this. Oh, thanks, Judy. I appreciate it. Thank you. I need to do that. I actually have something for that, but it is on StreamYard. And my personal ones, I haven't done them on StreamYard yet, but I think next week I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start doing it on StreamYard so I can do little bells and little play things. And you know what I'm going to do, Jamie, is next week when I see you chat, I'm just going to do it. I'm gonna do a little dance thing for you, or my little card thing with music. So Connie, just another stitch, is planning on doing her first live on Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central Time. She's very nervous, but I know you guys are awesome, and we're all gonna join. And so it's Tuesday at 1 p.m. I hope I'm gonna be able to catch you. I work, but sometimes if I can, I try to get people on live, the lives going on in the background, and I pop in and say something, and then I go back to work. That kind of thing. The benefits of working from home. Oh, no. I'll give you bells. I'll give you bells next week. You don't have to unmember yourself. You'll get bells next week. I promise. When I'm doing, when I use StreamYard. Yeah. So, and Deborah with Crochet Life and Stuff with Deborah it does the same thing. She tries to catch lives while working too. Okay. So if you haven't mentioned yet, as you come in, just let me know what's on your hook and what's in your cup. I love to know. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that. Nancy saying thumbs up, which I appreciate that. I really wish I could get my. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna take some power away from my computer, but I may have to. I may have to change that. There we go. A little bit better lighting, you guys. And of course, now I got this cord hanging here, which I don't like. All right, let me just ignore that. All right, you guys. I just got done working. I need to record a video today, then wait the eternity for it to upload. Oh my gosh, I know what you mean. My whatchamacallit's gotten better. My upload time. I will be listening while I crochet. I appreciate that, Whisper. Thank you so much. I want to get this roof piece finished. Okay. I still have about 10 rounds to go on it, but katana and 2.5 millimeter. Oh, yes. Takes it a bit long. Yes. Nancy says, nothing on my hook. I have to decide after my grandson goes home. Okay, but you just finished that beautiful cardigan, right? Judy says, working on an Afghan I started probably 10 years ago, going to finish my whip drinking iced chai. We got some chai tea the other day. My daughter decided that she absolutely loves it, especially with some almond milk. But we haven't tried it iced, and I bet you it'd be wonderful iced. Working on Easter Mystery Project. I will hopefully reveal it on Tuesday. Woo! Can't wait to see. I'm fixing to drink some Starbucks coffee with sugar-free whipped topping. Awesome. Love that. Marshall says, hi, Nancy. Nancy says, maybe a hat to match a cardigan. Ooh, that'll be nice. I like it. Jamie says, so I don't want to repeat myself with all the chitty chat peoples, but I made 5 flower pot cozies. That's awesome. I love that. After my hubby requested it, Melanie occurred to me that they are upside down hats. Yes, they are. You know, it's funny because anytime I make like a basket or a anything that I make in the round. I always think it's like a hat. It's just made just a tiny bit differently to make it like a basket. You know, you make the flatter end, but it feels like an upside down basket. um, and Deborah says, I just finished my Cardi vest at like 1 a.m. I borked it up a bit. Uh-oh. We'll talk about it in my next video. Okay. I do that so much. Actually, the project's over there, but I have a baby romper that I've been working on. And when I made the leg was so tiny. I'm like, no, something's not right here because that's the hole is not big enough for a chunky little thigh to get through. Hi, Deneen. So nice to see you. Hello, hello. Says, I made that cardigan in like 4 days with an 8mm hook. Oh, I love when you can make stuff with like the 8mm or higher because you get through it so quick. Mountain Dew. So Marshall says, Mountain Dew, I'm working on an amigurumi Yoshi. Awesome. I've been sick and it's taken me forever to finish this. Normally 1 day to make these. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon, Marshall. And I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Cheryl's in the house. Says, good morning, all. And she's making a stuffed owl. Awesome. Oh, speaking of stuffed owl, do you guys see that right there? Do you see that? My daughter made that in her sewing class. Isn't that so cute? Her little owl that she made. I love it. Oh, we got another Jamie. Jamie's hooked. Hey, Melanie. Hey, y'all. Lurking and making my breakfast. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Connie says, unfortunately, I can't stay long. That's okay, Connie. I appreciate you dropping in. I need to go get ready so I can film my video today. I'm already late posting Knitting Friday video. Oh, I know that feeling. You guys, I have another short series I'm going to start on Monday. Hopefully you like it. It's specific to yarn. So I got my stitch short series and I'm going to start a yarn shorts series. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Whisper Bro. They think it's cute. David says, I can't stop making clergy stoles. I'm starting another even as we speak. That's so awesome. Oh, David, I'm going to email you. There is somebody in your area that's a friend of my mom's came here and to visit this past couple weeks. And she saw your work because I brought one of your donation boxes. And she would love for you to work with her because she works. They're working on something to make 100 Afghans or 100 baby blankets or something like that. Anyway, I'm going to send you her contact information. I'm going to pick it up this Sunday and I'll email you her contact information. If you want to get involved in that. I didn't give her your information. It's up to you, of course. Marcia says thank you and yes. Oh, yay. Okay. Yeah, I think she did great on the aisle. She's just learning to sew. So she's taking a textiles class and she's just learning to sew. And that is, she also made a little pillow, but that one, that's her. I just think that's so cute. Awesome. Okay, David, I'm excited about it. And she was super excited that she lives near you, I think, but that's not important. She does live in your area. So I will make sure that we get you her contact information. Hi, Claire. So Claire says, hello, everyone. I'm watching quietly as I work on a big blanket. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me, Claire. I appreciate it. All right, you guys. So I'm going to ask my first question. I don't have my other computer right there because I was working on stuff. So I kind of put it away and I haven't put it back. Oh, and you guys, at the end of this live, I'm going to try it out. It is Nightbot, which I haven't seen Nightbot pop up today, but I'm going to give it a try. But I'm going to do a random drawing and of everybody in the chat room, and you guys will get to pick one of these little things that one of those little things to, and I will send it to you. So there will be a drawing at the end of my chat. Yay! Little mini giveaways. I love giveaways, you guys. And when I can do them, I do. I try to get them done. It also helps me clear out my yarn stash. So Whisper says, ordered sewing materials to make myself and my son a wool, felt, and leather mini backpack with Austrian decorations on it. Oh, that sounds gorgeous. Hey, Handmade Designs or HT. It is so nice to see you. It's been a while. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hi, Cheryl Clute. How are you? Says hello from Anderson, South Carolina. You know what? You're just a hop, skip, and a jump away from me. I'm in Franklin, North Carolina, and you were just over the mountain. Through the woods and over the mountain. In fact, I think you're like an hour away. It's probably about the same amount of time for me to get to Anderson as it would take for me to get to Asheville. Thanks, Deborah. Deborah says, and we love your giveaways. Such fun. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm probably only going to have small giveaways for a little bit, but there will be another big one coming. I got my crochet versary coming up, and I believe it's at the end of April. That'd be one, not crochet versary, but my YouTube versary. My anniversary being here on YouTube. 1 year, end of April. What? Oh, that's okay, Liza. Well, the way that Nightbot works is it will pick only who's been active in the chat. So, in the last 5 minutes. Cheryl says we make the trip to Asheville a lot. Exactly. So I do the Asheville trip, and that's when I do all my yarn shopping and stuff like that. And we sometimes make appointments for specialists and stuff like that for Asheville. You know that RE agent I referred you to? I'm sending him a scarf. Oh, awesome. And he just gave me his address. He's in Franklin too. Awesome. Okay. And you know, that's been extended out a little bit. We decided that I was going to pull the plug a little bit early, but we decided that we wanted to pay off where we live completely and then start looking for a house. That way we wouldn't have to worry about if you know, selling this right away. We'll sell this place, but we don't have to worry so much about making sure it's done right away. Nancy says she lived in North Carolina for 5 years. Whereabouts in North Carolina? And Deborah says, hi, y'all. I know I've missed folks. I've been in and out. Have to get set up to record. Oh, that's okay, Deborah. I totally understand. Sundays are often my record day, but I actually was off yesterday, so I was able to get a lot of stuff recorded. I just need to put it all together and make some videos. So after this live, I am doing another winter video is posting. David says he's a wonderful guy. I'd love for you to be friends, whether business happens or not. Well, that's awesome. Thank you, David. Thank you. I love meeting people. And you know, with me working from home, I don't meet that many people. So yeah, that's my life. You guys are all my friends. And Sandrine's in the house says, hello, everyone. Hi, Sandrine. So nice to see you. Carolina Shores, about 40 minutes south of Wilmington. Okay, so you're on the coast then, and 30 minutes north of Myrtle Beach. Awesome. Now Nancy's in beautiful Florida. That's right, Claire. Not far from my mother. I'm in New Orleans. Nolens. Love it. Nolens. I used to live in Florida. I used to live in Orlando. I grew up in Florida, actually. I grew up in a little tiny town called Crystal River. Do you guys, I don't know if y'all have heard of it. It's home of Manatee, right on the Gulf Coast. That's where I grew up. I went to school there and everything. Oh yes, the mountains here. And if you, my mom lives a little bit further up the mountain. I don't want to say because of her what she does with her foundation, but she lives a bit further up the mountains. And in between, when I drive up the mountains to go see her, I pass by two falls, which I love. I love this area. I love it. I'm not going to leave it. Okay, so my first question for today is, if you could be cast in a movie of your choice, what movie would you choose and which character would you want to play? I read that question before and I can't You know what? I think it would be Practical Magic, and I would love to play Sandra Bullock's character in that. The main central character. Hi, Kathleen. Hello. Thank you so much for joining today. And yeah, David's in Wilmington. He's not too far from the coast, a little bit closer to the middle. Oh, Cheryl says they're moving to New Orleans in 2 weeks. Awesome. Linda says, I went swimming there with the manatees. It's one of my favorite memories. I loved, I didn't realize how much I loved growing up there until I was an adult. It's a small town, so it's a little frustrating as a teenager, which people don't understand how growing up in a small town is an amazing thing. So Linda's in Wisconsin. Hello, Wisconsin. Hi. Oops, that was me sending a message. That's okay. Says we moved back to New York before moving to Florida to enjoy being a grandma. That's awesome. I love that. So you moved back to New York to enjoy being a grandma? Because I know you're near your grandkids, at least some of your grandkids in Florida. So, and my mom loves being around her grandkids too. So she lived in Orlando for a while. My sister still lives there, but my sister plans on moving out this way after her middle children are 18. Once they're 18, it's just her first husband she's divorced from, so it's a custody thing. So she's gonna wait until they're older. Oh, yay, my Nightbot worked. The links work now. Yay. Okay, Denise says too much thinking on a weekend. Too much thinking on a weekend, right? Right? I love that movie. It's one of my faves, Jamie's. Oh, Practical Magic. Yeah, it's I love to watch it over and over again. And I still cry like a little baby. And the scene where Nicole Kidman's character's in the circle and Sandra Bullock's right down at her level and trying to beat the ghost that's haunting her. Cry like a baby. Princess. Oh, and so you'd like to be in Cinderella and you want to be the princess. So you want to be Cinderella in the movie, right? Marshall says, I lived in Guilford County, North Carolina, around the area for most of my life. Then lived in Wilmington, North Carolina for around 10 years. Now moved back to West Virginia, which West Virginia is a beautiful country, to be around my mom and sister. I understand that. My mom used to live in Orlando and spend the summers up here in the mountains. But and I've come here a few times because we would stay at her cabin and enjoy the mountains and do all the sightseeing stuff for like a vacation. And I just realized I love being here. I love, this is my happy place. I love it. I am not a beach woman. I am a mountain woman. Yes, Aiden Quinn was hot. I agree. Oh, Wilmington is on the coast. Why did I think it was a little bit further inland? I don't know why I thought that. So Wilmington is on the coast. Okay. Whisper says, I'm not that old, but if I could be Professor McGonagall, that would be awesome. Right? Right. And you could change into a cat. I love it. I love it. I am from Texas on the Gulf Coast. Ooh, that's beautiful beach area. And hey, Sparkle, so nice. Good morning to you. So nice to see you here. Carl, I'm not going to poke my nose. Ellis, so Jamie says, dazed and confused. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you don't need to explain that. But who would you be in Dazed and Confused? And I love that movie, by the way. It's one of my favorite movies. Denise says, husband got laid off last week, but had 1 week off and then got called back yesterday. Oh, I'm so glad he got called back because that had to be a little bit scary, huh, Denise, when he got laid off. So, and goes back to work on Monday. So he just had a little vacation. That's all, right? Linda says, I would love to be in Harry Potter. And if I could be a kid, I guess I'd be Hermione. But as an adult, I'd be Professor McGonagall. And I'm getting a notice that my connection is unstable. It went away. So if I got a little, very sorry about that. Oh, yay, Whisper. Okay, awesome. I love that. So she messaged on Instagram with a picture of the fairy village. Yay, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it. Say bye back in the afternoon, and I'm getting unstable connection notification again. After I reset my modem. Yes, Luna Love. I love Luna Lovegood. She's one of my favorites. Shayla says, look who's doing too well. One of my really good friends was killed earlier this week in the shootings in Atlanta. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry, Kim. My heart goes out to you. You guys keep Kim in your thoughts and the families, everybody in Atlanta, to be honest with you. And Linda was saying, yes, Whisper, she's a rock star, talking about Professor McGonagall. And forgive me, I'm sorry about that. Are you guys, am I here still, please? I'm so sorry that happened. I'd have to be Cher in my fave childhood movie, Clueless. Oh, that is a fun movie. That is a fun movie. Yeah, and you guys are all right. I see a lot of people, heart goes out to Kim. Yes, absolutely. I'm stable now. Yay! Thank you, David. Mountain internet. Yeah, so hopefully it won't happen again. Hopefully it won't happen again. All right, I'll ask my next question. I pulled them up on my phone this time because I don't have my computer. Okay, so the next question is, I need to get my new glasses. Part of what I did when I was in Asheville is I went to the eye doctor, and I have new progressive bifocals coming. So they're the kind that like you can see up close in the middle, and then the sides are different. Anyway, it's weird. I'll see how those work for me, but that's what they recommended for me with the way that I work and stuff. I'm looking at a computer 10 hours a day during the day. Plus, I do YouTube stuff. So really, honestly, I'm probably looking at a computer like 15 hours a day. Anyway, the next question is, if you could meet any historical figure, either living or figure, not figure, either living or deceased, who would you choose and why? And I am trying to think. I want to say Queen Elizabeth, because I find her fascinating, but actually lately, Mary Queen of Scots, Queen Elizabeth's rival. I do like that. Yeah, Linda says, sending Kim love and good energy. Absolutely. Kim says, thanks, everyone. Just hard to believe. Gonna go now. Y'all have an awesome day. Much love. Much love to you, Kim. You try to have a great day as well. Whisper says, Linda, they are truly not expensive. I use them as display pieces for my Harry Potter crochet designs. Ooh, speaking of Harry Potter, I got the little kit to make the amigurumi. I really need to do that one of these days. Do like a full review on it. I will one of these days. Deneen says, just remember to look this center and turn your head. And that's what she was saying. You couldn't just like that. You have to like do a full head turn. And then I got a pair of sunglasses. Those are just for driving. The one my eyes. I have a Ooh. Okay, David. I just read what David hit. I'm going to show this picture here real quick of my glasses. No, I don't want that. I don't have them yet. They take 2 weeks to get them to me. So, you guys are going to see me without my eyebrows. I'm not wearing any makeup in this picture, so I don't have any eyebrows. But those are the glasses that I'm getting. And then that's the regular glasses. And then I'm getting, see, because they cover more of my eyes. So I'm getting that for sunglasses. So that's what I'm getting. And let me go back to the questions. So anybody that I actually need to go back and look at the answers. Oh, David says that he would love to meet Mozart, one of the greatest musical geniuses ever. And yeah, that would be a good one. And I'm sorry I'm blurry because it takes a little bit to get in focus. Okay, so Jamie says the Naughty Canuck says, Whisper, for those who don't Instagram, can we see your fairy village and dragons anywhere else? So are you on Facebook? Because you can post it to the group. You guys, I'm going to try and get this to focus on me. There we go. Now we're good. So Whisper says Alan Rickman, which yes, he was a fascinating man. Your favorite actor ever. What is that one movie? I love this movie that he was in. He played a guy who played an alien. Oh, what is that one? It was kind of like not really a spoof on Star Trek, but kind of like the Star Trek culture and stuff. Oh, what is that movie? I can't remember. It's one of my favorite movies, though. Cracks me up. With Sigourney Weaver in it and the dude from Home Improvement. I can't remember. Hi, Granny D. So nice to see you. And David. So David says, I need to see Donizetti opera, Maria Stuarda, if you're into the Elizabeth and Mary rivalry. I do. I find it fascinating. I actually watched Rain, and I know that they're when they make the movies and the shows, they don't always do things completely accurate for drama reasons, but still, I enjoy watching the different takes on it. Cheryl says Martin Luther King. He was and still important to a lot of people, and that's a great answer. I love that. Every color, and I want to tell him thank you. I agree. I like that. I like your answer. Claire says Einstein because he was such an interesting and amazing individual of his time. Now, some of the stuff that I read about Einstein is he was not the nicest of people to his wife. But you never know. I didn't know him. You know what I mean? And people writing this stuff, they didn't know him. It's just what you hear. Oh, awesome, Whisper. Okay, so you can join the group. Okay, so there's the yarn hookers, and then of course I have Hook to the left. The links are down below in for the Facebook groups, down below in the description. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, Jamie. Yes, Galaxy Quest. Yes. That's it. I love that movie. It cracks me up. Hey, Cheryl. It's nice to see you as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. Dave said, I stepped away. What did I miss? Oh, not too much. I got myself in focus. I couldn't remember Galaxy Quest. I remember the movie, couldn't remember the name of it. That kind of stuff. Oh, thanks, Granny D. So Grady says, hello to all. I see we're missing some thumbs up. Please remember to give our lovely Mel your support by doing that. Thank you so much. Mwah, I appreciate that. Whisper says, did you mean the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? No, I actually meant Galaxy Quest, but Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was a pretty good movie as well. I enjoyed that one as well. David says, the opera I mentioned is based on Sir Walter Scott novel. Oh, okay. Which is far from historically accurate, but the opera is amazing. That's okay. Honestly, how can we tell how accurate his things are? You know what I'm saying? Because we weren't in that time. I'll send you the link to the confrontation scene. Ooh, I would love that. No, they never did meet, did they? They didn't even meet while she was imprisoned. Jamie says, I'm thinking David Bowie. Oh, yes. What a character he is and what he was. Just to stare and listen to him carry the conversation, hear his opinions of modern pop culture. That's awesome. And Granny saying hi to everybody. Marshall says, Julia Child, the best chef ever, and started the cooking world we have today, in my opinion. I agree. No. Oh my gosh. Thank you, David. So David asked if I saw my first Saturday shout out last week. I did not. I have had a crazy busy week with work. So I only just caught up on some of Ginger stuff, and I need to still watch some of Julie stuff. So I will get over there and watch that. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to ask my next question. So the next question is, if you could choose only one place to go on vacation for the rest of your life, where would it be and why? Only one place. Thank you, Whisper. We probably got a preview to come in because we've been getting some kind of crazy stuff. But I will make sure that one of us gets you approved. I'm trying to think if I had to pick one place, I would say New Zealand, because it's got a little bit of everything in New Zealand. It's got beaches, it's got mountains, it's got beautiful plains. It's just a gorgeous country. So I'm going to go with New Zealand. Cheryl says, I could not get used to them. Now, are you talking about the progressive lenses? Linda says, as a historical person to meet, I would choose to meet Charles Dickens. Well, that actually would be fascinating. I mean, just his storytelling was so ingenious for his time. Whisper says, Austria. I love that country in the summer and winter. And I've heard good things about Austria too. Scotland due to family and ancestry. That's awesome. Hey, Ursula, so nice to see you. Oh, that's okay that you're late. You're a busy gal. And I haven't even gotten to your lives. I need to get to your lives. Kathleen says Scotland due to family. And Judy says, same here, Kathleen. Linda says, one place to visit for the rest of my life. Well, if it was free, Kauai. I don't know if I said that right. Kauai, Hawaii. And Michelle says, I would go to Scotland. I could work on my genealogy. That would be awesome. I love that. Where would I have to go to work on my genealogy? I think England. England or Wales or something like that. Jamie says, I would say Italy. So the question, if you missed it, the question was, if you picked one place that you could go on vacation and that was the only place you could go for the rest of your life, what would it be? That was a question. Oh, I'm so glad my Nightbot's working and he's not shutting you guys down. Okay, so Jamie says I would say Italy, the food, the landscape, the culture, the history. I love that. Marshall says Ireland. I love everything I've seen, and I'm half Irish and would love to experience what it's like to seeing it in person, which actually Ireland would be my second choice. By the way, my first choice, if you weren't in, my first choice is New Zealand. Claire says, my favorite place I've been going to for over 20 years, Pensacola Beach in the winter, which is a beautiful, beautiful beach. Only 3 hours from me. Hey, that makes it easy. Linda says, Kauai, because it's really beautiful and really laid back and the food is killer. Ooh, that sounds good. Ursula says, hi, Claire. So glad to catch you. Kathleen says, there are a lot of places I would love to visit, right? It's hard to pick just one, isn't it? Cheryl says Iceland. And, okay. So it would be Onrus River, about 2 hours drive from me. Would love to retire there. I'm going to have to look that up. Among the other things that I have to look up, I have so many things I need to look up, you guys. I still haven't looked up, and I was planning on doing it, but the coral thing, I still need to look that up. Hi, Inga. So nice to see you. Thank you for joining us today. That's okay, Crafty Chats. That's okay. I love that you joined us. Thank you for being here. Okay, so the last hi tech expert. Welcome back. Cheryl says, I would want to go to Africa. Always wanted to go do your husband's genealogy. That's awesome. I'm doing great, Inga. Thank you for asking. How are you feeling today? I got to check my battery life. When my battery starts to go low, then I'm going to lose my light up here, so I'll get a little dark. You can look up Hermana's Cape Town, and then you'll see it. Oh, okay. I got to add that to my things I got to look up, Sticky. Hang on. I had to move my stickies because I cleaned off the table. Where is my lookup sticky? There it is. Okay, so Hermanus Cape Town. Hermanus Cape Town. And that's in South Africa, right? Says, and you'll see it's a great place to retire, great weather, whale watching. Ooh, that sounds amazing. It's a festival. That sounds so cool. That's okay, Inga. It's okay. I'm glad you're able to join me, whether it's later on time. I completely forgot to put my reminder thing. Hey, Julie. Wikiwachi River. Are you talking about in Florida, Julie? And Inga's doing good. Yay, I'm so glad. Linda says, Italy would be my second choice, or England or Australia. There's so many good places, isn't there? They really are. I mean, to choose one would be like horrible, really, if you had to. Crochet Miss America. Ursula saying to Julie, so glad to see you. Inga says, we're dyeing yarn tomorrow. Ooh, sounds fun. Are you going to record it? Judy says, hi, Julie. What hat patterns? So this is just a half double crochet in the round. I am going to eventually do a tutorial on this on my channel, but it's just a half double crochet in the round. And really what you have to do is just make sure you get the crown the right size and then the length the right size. Julie, did I ever tell you where I grew up? I have to ask you, did I ever tell you? Because it's funny that you mentioned that. I'm going to tell you why here in a minute. It just reminds me that the world is so small. So small. The scarf is Ginger, the Yarn Geeks. Yes, this one is, this pattern here is, from Ginger. Ginger made this. This is, oh gosh, what is the name of this, Julie? I can't remember. But yes, this is Ginger's pattern. Like the chunky sweetheart scarf or something like that. I can't remember. I'm looking here. If I was in good health, I would definitely be Bora Bora, the French Polynesia. I hear a lot about that, but that's beach. I tend to pick mountains over beach. Okay, so you grew up in Florida, but do you know where in Florida? I'm just going to say it. So I grew up in a tiny town called Crystal River, home of the manatee. It's right on the Gulf Coast. I was probably about 30 minutes maybe from Wikiwachi, and I would go there all the time. We would go to Homosassa, do the glass bottom boats, which loved that. But Wikiwachi had, if you guys don't know, Chunky Valentine, thank you so much. Wikiwachi had the mermaids, which was always so much fun. So Ursula says, I picked the beach. Not that you'd see me on the beach, but I love the view from the sea. Yes, just I understand that. I get that. Claire says, Ursula, thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Aw. Also the Cook Islands, my ukulele. Oh, I gotta check out the Cook Islands. That's awesome. I love that. All right, so I'm going to ask my next question, you guys. I really can't wait until I can get my glasses so I can see if I'm looking at my phone like this. But now I got to be like, all right. If you were an ice cream flavor, what would you be and why? What? I think I would be butter pecan, a little bit of savory with the sweet. Yes, I think I would be butter pecan. Oh my gosh, Ursula. I knew this and I saw this and I got a reminder about this. You guys wish Ursula a happy birthday. Today is her birthday. Yay, she's 25. Mm-hmm. You know what? So David says he would be a Ben & Jerry's New York Super Fudge Chunk. I don't know that I want to ask you why. That is so awesome. I have a beach, but not the sea. Yes, yes. I've seen that. You look out your window and you can see the water, right? After the ice, of course. Right, Jamie? Yes. Happy birthday. Age is a number, isn't it? Although the older I get, the more creaky my bones are. When I wake up, I'm like, oh. Chocolate is dark. Chocolate is my favorite food group. Oh, yes. I do love me some dark chocolate. Happy birthday, Ursula. When I turned 40, I told people I was Hex 28. I love it. Linda says, Blue Moon. I never had that. It's so yummy. It tastes like Fruit Loops and it's the most beautiful color of blue. Does it turn your mouth blue? Julie says vanilla with caramel and whipped cream. Ooh, that sounds amazing. Almost to Target. Talk to you later. Okay, Julie, enjoy your Target run. I would be mint chocolate chip. Yes, I love mint chocolate chip. Actually, it's my second favorite behind butter pecan. Because I'm a cool chick. And I know that you said you were going to say something else. I'd be rainbow because I'm a tie-dye sheep of my family. I love that. You're the tie-dye sheep of your family. Got it. Not the black sheep, the tie-dye sheep. Love it. And people are saying happy birthday to Ursula. Cheryl says anything with or without nuts. I think with nuts. I think that's just a typo. And other things because you never know what you're going to get from me. I love that, Cheryl. Well, I will banana. I'm a monkey, so that makes sense. I'd be ice cream with vanilla and chocolate and strawberry. It looks like yarn, stripy creams, pink and brown. Yummy. Yeah, so you'd be Neapolitan. Awesome. David says, now I'm 39 in some months. I love it. So am I. Oh, thank you so much for all the well wishes. I really appreciate it. That's what Ursula said. And Kathleen, hi, Kathleen. Oh, I think I said hi to you earlier. It says, my 58-year-old sister is 39 and holding. I'm a proud 59-year-old. Well, you know what? Yes, I would be proud too. We've lived these years, you know? We've made it this far, right? Linda says that does turn your mouth blue. Jamie says, Melanie, my husband George is answering this. I would be ketchup flavored ice cream because it's just so wrong, weird, unusual, and probably addictive. Oh my God. I love that answer. George is now in the doghouse. I love that answer though. Julie says, I'm the vanilla sheep in my family. Hi, Donna First is Rocky Road. Oh, I like that. I love some Rocky Road. Sweet and squishy like the mallows and a little nutty. I love it. David says, I've been searching for a subtitled video of the scene I was telling you about while listening here. It's surreal. Hi, Kazara. So nice to see you. It's been a little bit. I'm so glad to see you. No. So Inga's asking if we know Cupboardon cream. I have never heard of that. You'll have to explain that to me. I have never ever heard of that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and ask the. Thanks, Kazara. I appreciate it. The last question I ask, if you want to answer it, is, if you're an ice cream flavor, which would you be and why? All right. So my next question is, if you could pick up a certain skill instantly, what would it be? For me, sewing. That's what I would do. There's so many things that I would like to do if I could figure out how to sew. Honestly, I mean, I had a sewing machine and everything, and I was all set up to start sewing like project bags and stuff like that. And I couldn't even like get even started. I couldn't even like sew a square or a little pillow. It was, yeah. Me and the sewing machine did not get along. But my daughter's doing much better. Has everybody seen the little owl she made? Isn't that cute? Inga says that's Belgish. I have to look that up, Inga. I've never heard of that. Marshall says maple nut and brown sugar. I love that. Is the name of the ice cream we've only seen here in West Virginia. It's the best ice cream ever. It's not too sweet. It's just perfect. Jamie says knitting, which that would be my second choice, but I think I could get a lot more projects done with sewing. There's just things that, like in knitting, it's just general. I would love to know how to knit, but there's specific things that I would love to be able to do if I could just figure out sewing. Julie Woolly says hairdressing for me. I wish I could have done it years ago. I like that. I'm a little lazy with my hair, as you can tell from my buns. Crafty Chad says sewing and the ability to play every instrument professionally instantly. Actually, I like that one. I like that a lot. Ursula says making money. Wow, I'd be able to help so many people. Bless them, right? We could just figure out that part of it. Thank you, Inga. I'm glad you like the owl. I'll make sure I tell my daughter. Linda says Uba ice cream is really good too. Huh. Hi, Connie says, I'm back on for a little while I drink my coffee and let the hot rollers sit in my hair. Awesome. So glad you're back. My last question. What was the last question? I know I don't. This is how bad my memory is, right? So it says, oh, there it is. Why did I forget that? If you could pick up a certain skill instantly, what would it be? Me and my memory, right? Thank you, David. I saw where I got a notification from you, so thank you. I'm glad you sent me that link. Thank you. Dog training. Yes. I need to train my dogs, right? Even my old man. Now what I really need is a doggy door for my old man, because he's getting too old to hold it at night, so we usually end up waking up to a puddle of pee. He is, oh gosh, how old is he now? 13, 14, 15, something like that. He's my little old man. I'd be multilingual, then I could chat with everyone in the world. Ooh, I love that one, Julie. That's actually a lot better than sewing. Ursula says, what about instantly understanding any language? I'd love that. Look at that. Ursula and Julie. Great minds, you guys. Great minds. That's right. She says, snap. Oh, Inga's got to go. Oh, no. Okay, no. That's not what you're saying. You would love to know how to fly so you can visit everyone. I love that. I love it. I would like to learn lapidary. It would be fun to make beautiful jewelry. That's cool, Linda. I like that. I want to know sign language. Ooh, yes. I know bits and pieces. That's a good one. Before I knew how to crochet, I would have said crochet, right? And there's still so much I can learn as far as crochet, but I'd like to supplement that with sewing. Kathleen would say singing would be my other choices. I sing worse than Roseanne Barr, but my noise is joyful. You know what? That's all we need is joyful noise. David says, all of the searching tells me I need to spend the afternoon viewing opera videos. It's a balm to my weary soul. Oh, I love that. Yes. Spend the afternoon watching opera videos and then come join us at the Yarn Hookers Live tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And Connie says, that's how I sing too, Kathleen. And Jamie says, George is answering again. I need to pick up singing skill because the dogs cry when I sing. Oh, no. So is he in the doghouse again? Is he up to 2 weeks now? Claire says, I'd be a great knitter, make socks all day, every day, right? I would love to be able to knit socks. In fact, I need to find a good crochet thing for socks. Are we talking about unfulfilled aspirations? How much time have you got? I'd love to see. I'd love to have a senior rescue dog sanctuary. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. It's actually, if you could instantly know how to do something, any skill, what would it be? Hey, Kim. So nice to see you here. Excuse me. Hi, Kim. All right. And you guys don't forget, at the end of this chat, I am going to do a little mini giveaway. And hopefully my Nightbot won't mess up on me. But I'm going to give away one of these. You'll get to choose. And then I'll drop it in the mail. By next week, it'll get dropped in the mail. Probably actually tomorrow. Well, it'll get in the mailbox and then be sent out on Monday. So don't forget, I'm going to be doing that at the end of the chat. And those of you that are members, you get a higher probability. I increase the probability of you winning. Oh, Jamie says, I studied singing for years and years. I could give you a few pointers. And, excuse me. Kim says she needs a nap. Yeah, Saturdays are busy, aren't they? Oh, no. Ursula says she needs a nap, too, because she was up all night. Oh, I've had those nights. A very skillful plug. How about plugging my giveaway? It ends tonight. David, you're so funny. You're so funny. Yes, so David has a giveaway ending tonight. Make sure you go by his channel and check it out. Marshall says, David, my husband and I already rescue senior dogs, and just bought property to expand the amount of dogs that we can take in. It's very fulfilling, I promise, but lots of heartbreaks too. Oh my gosh, that's amazing, Marshall. Kim says to know and be able to communicate in any language. Okay, so that's you, Ursula, and Julie have all said that, Kim. Judy has to go. Melanie, I have to go. Everyone have a wonderful day. See you at Yarn Hookers. Oh, so nice to see you here. Thank you for joining me. And Jamie says, David, I'll trade you a voice for knitting or igloo building. Oh, okay. Yeah. Connie says to reach things without you having to use the stepladder. Ain't that right? And Kathleen is saying that Bagode has a sock tutorial. Oh, okay. I need to go check that out. I'm backing up. I got a little bit behind. David says, actually, I found my senior dog sanctuary just south of Charleston online this week. There's a pair of 14-year-old bonded miniature schnauzers. Oh, I almost got into my car and headed to South Carolina right away. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh, you were on last night's live for 3 hours. That was your anniversary live. Wow, that was an amazing live. 3 hours. I know you do drawings for people, right? Speaking of giveaways, I have yes, Connie has her 400 subscriber giveaway going on. Absolutely. Okay, Marcia says, yes, David, because I know you would be amazing with the dogs. Yes, David would. Absolutely. And David says, I've studied languages and hate how much I've forgotten. I want to be fluent in the operatic languages or for starters, and then keep going. Ooh, that sounds beautiful. Kathleen says, I am vertically challenged too, Connie. And Jamie says, George wants the next question. Okay, George. Okay. Patience. Oh, and Fiber Spider has a sock tutorial too. That's awesome. Okay, I'll have to check them both out. One of these days when I can get to doing some socks. All right. Next question is, if you had a talk show, who would be your first 3 guests? 14 winners last night. That's awesome, Kim. Wow. That is so awesome. I was there for all 3 hours, and then I went to visit Joe and Dana for a while. Yes, I can never catch Joe and Dana. I really need to. And I need to go and visit Granny D and her lives a little bit more often. And then David says, seriously, Marshall, where are you? Because Marshall's asking David, what's your favorite breed? 9 p.m. to midnight. Oh, I could have caught that. I get into my TV watching mode in the evenings. Drink my beer and watch my TV. Actually, last night I was rewatching the Hunger Games series. And Marshall, that's right. Marshall did say that she was in West Virginia. Kim, Ginger, and the Yarn Hookers. Crafty Chat saying, I missed something, I think. I'm sorry if I missed something. I apologize. Connie says, my first 3 guests would be Frank, then my 2 cats, Allie and Sophie. Oh, so your family. I would love to see an interview with Frank. You should actually probably do that on your channel. You're Frank with his big old smile. I love it. David says, Joe Biden, Barack, and Michelle Obama. Kathleen says, Jesus, Jimmy Fallon, and aw, thanks, Kathleen. And me. Kim says, Crafty Chats. Oh, Crafty Chats. Kim, Ginger, and the Yarn Hookers. Okay, now I get it. I am so dense. It's like, what? I'm so sorry. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Thank you. Us North Carolina YouTubers need to stick together. That's right. That's right. Kim says, do the guests have to be currently living? I would say no. Pick anybody that you want. All of them. David says to Marshall, all of them, but I grew up with a miniature schnauzer, and that will always make me melt. Aw. Frank does guest star in my video sometimes. That's awesome. I'm going to try to get Frank to be in my first live Tuesday. Oh, that's so exciting. I really hope I can be there. I really, really hope I can. Yeah, Alice was just answering me. Yeah, with my guest list. I know. I'm sorry, Alice. I'm a little dense sometimes. It takes me a minute. Aw, thanks. So Inga says, me, Ursula, and Linda. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Connie says, Sophie appeared in one of my videos. Allie has appeared in 2. I need to go and binge watch your videos, Connie. I really do. I need to go binge watch you. I am subscribed to you, but I need to binge watch you. My great-grandma, my great-grandpa, and my babies that I lost that were stillborn. Oh, that would be so nice if you could talk to them. That's okay, Whisper. So Whisper had a phone call. And Alice says, don't worry, I'm the same. All right. Thank you, Alice. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know. I just asked you a question, but what? Oh, I love the cat drama. I have cat drama. You see this hat right here? I don't know. Okay, so this headband. I usually do like a decorative little thing on my head. That's what I've been trying to do since Christmas time. So I see that headband up there. Normally my cats don't mess with my headbands, but they love that thing. That's like a kitty crack headband. It's weird. They love it. They take it off. They run off with it. It's amazing. I'm going to have to get a different type of next year, get a different type of headband because they love that headband. Whisper says, my man, he always calls when he gets nervous for a radio interview. Ooh, what? So what is he getting interviewed for on the radio? David says, my second episode would have Oscar Wilde, Jane Austen, and W.H. Auden. Oh my gosh. Like, you're so much more like refined than me, David. So much more refined. So when I think of it, I think of, oh gosh, who's the guy that plays Deadpool? I want to interview him. He just seems like such a nice, funny guy. Yes, Ryan Reynolds. Thank you. So him, Samuel Jackson, and who would be, I'm not sure about number 3. I got to wait on number 3. Linda says, my first 3 guests, J.K. Rowling. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. Ellen, the lady that runs the cat shelter I got my girls from, and Tom Waits. Not with us. Alan Rickman, Charles Dickens, and my grandparents. That I like that. And I'm thinking my great grandmother, on my mother's side. That would be one. MLK, my great great grandpa Francis Smith, and my husband's mom. Ooh, I like that list. Are you sure you didn't make the headband out of catnip? Right? Did somebody do like some spray catnip on those things? They just take off with it. They love it. I think it's the little hangy things. These are like, they can't resist these things. It's crazy. David, I'm refined. You're so funny. He is a Dutch singer. So Whisper says he is a Dutch singer and he has released a new single on the 10th. Cool. Yes, thank you, Linda. Ryan Reynolds plays Deadpool. My peanut over there was yelled it to me. Superman, Spider-Man, and the Dark Knight. Yes, the Dark Knight would be pretty amazing, right? I mean, that would like be an interesting lineup sitting next to you, right? Oh, I would love to interview Ryan Reynolds. He's hilarious. Exactly. He cracks me up. And actually, if I have Ryan Reynolds there, then we need to have Hugh Jackman there as well, because the way they play off of each other is hilarious. Oh, I think Dwayne Johnson. Yes. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. He's another funny one. I love watching his stuff. I wouldn't be able to talk, just stare and try not to touch his chest or his arms. Kathleen says, I would also interview Abraham Lincoln, Moses, Ruth, Rahab, my great-grandparents, whom I've never met, Abraham and Paul. Oh, that is a wonderful list. David says, I've got an idea recently about a hairband. Ooh, okay, I need to work it up and write up a pattern. I can't wait to see that. The hat that I'm going to have for next month is going to be your accidental hat again, by the way. And I made that, by the way, one for my aunt and for my mom. I made one for my mom just to give to her. And then I made one for my aunt for Christmas, and they love that hat. It is so dense and so warm. They love it. Okay, so Whisper says Dame Maggie Smith, Ryan Reynolds, and Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts, pretty good one. For those alive, Alan Rickman, and from my family, my grandfather, as I've never got to meet him. Wow. And my memories of my great grandmother are when she had Alzheimer's. And so it was her late life, and she was in the nursing home, and she never remembered me. So that's my memories of my great grandmother. Now, my grandfather's parents, my granny Argo and Grandpa Hoke, Granddaddy Hoke, I have more memories of them. They didn't pass away until I was a little bit older, but yeah, that was I just, there's so much familial knowledge that the great grandparents have. Anyway, I digress. So Ursula says Hugh Jackman's wife is about 15 years older than he is, but he says he's the adult in the relationship. And that's usually the opposite. Normally it's the woman that's the adult in the relationship. Roman Reigns. I'm gonna have to look that up. So Whisper says, I prefer Dwayne Johnson's cousin, Roman Reigns. David says, then his third episode would be, it's possibly only Brits will get this. Paula Grady, Cilla Black, and Philip Schofield. I know I didn't get it. And what does it says? Jamie says, Whisper, Barbara, you're not doing a very good job of promoting him. What's his name? Post his channel. Hey, Ro, can you come turn off the heater, please? I could plan a complete series of talk shows, right? If you had your like dream guest list. Oh, I like that, Inga. Inga says, my stillborn brother, my grandfather, I never saw him. He died. My mom was 3 years. I think she was 3 years old. And then the other grandfather. I love that. I love that. Getting your family history. When you search for Roman, have a drool bib nearby. Oh, okay, Whisper. Okay. David says, I'd love to bring some of my late family members back and hear all the stories. Yes. Yes. And actually, when I lived with my grandmother, my mom's mom, I really should have asked her, what did my mom do? Actually, my mom was the oldest of 4, so she actually was probably the good girl. My aunt, though, she was the youngest of 4, a little spitfire. Yeah. So let me ask the next question. We're getting through a lot of questions today. Sometimes I get too chatty. I'm actually almost at. Oh, here we go. We got another list after this. Okay. If you could instantly be an expert in a subject, so not learning a skill, but being an expert in a subject, what would it be? I have no clue. Peanut says math. Ooh, you know what? The YouTube algorithm. That's what it would be. Oh, he is yummy. I'm allowed to look, right? Whisper says always allowed to look. Oh, if you stop looking, you're dead. Oh, that looks good. My daughter's sitting over there with a bowl of cereal. I'm like, ooh, that looks good. Marshall agrees with you, honey. She says math. And yes, Ursula, exactly. Snap again. How to grow on YouTube. David said, I would especially want to meet the grandfather who died before I was born, my uncle who also died before I was born, and my other grandfather who died when I was 6. Yeah, that would be nice. Jamie says, oh my God, when you wrote about a hair band, I thought you meant you were going to front a new Motley Crue or Warrant hair band. That would be awesome. I need to repeat the question. Okay, David, I'll repeat the question. I've already forgotten what it was because that's how I roll. Okay, if you could be an expert in a subject, so not like instantly be an expert in a subject, not like instantly knowing a skill, which that was a similar question I asked earlier. But if you could be an expert in a subject, what would that subject be? Okay, Connie. Well, it's so nice for you to drop in again. Thank you so much for joining me. And Connie did say, I would like to be an expert in knitting and crochet. And Jamie says horticulture. Oh, I like that, especially growing hydroponics. I don't know why you would say that, Jamie. Jamie lives in Canada where weed is legal, by the way, honey. Whisper says, have an awesome day. Jamie says culinary arts. And that makes sense, especially since Julia Child's one of those ones you answered earlier. Science and make 100% COVID vaccine, right? Wouldn't that be nice? I need to get my vaccine. I've been trying to schedule it. I tried to get it yesterday, but unfortunately I couldn't. You guys, when I get that COVID vaccine, though, I may have to, I don't know how it'll hit me. I may end up calling out.
The second one.
Well, I don't know. The flu vaccine this year hit me hard. So we'll see. I'm just giving you a heads up. But I'm trying to get it I'm gonna try and get it next week. I need to get it on a Friday so that if it does hit me hard, then I can then take the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Local and international music. Oh, that's cool. So you'd be an expert in that. I like that. David says languages, anthropology, sociology, theology, history. How much do we have? How much time have we got? Right? And Kathleen says history, math. Linda says I would pick literature. I did a serious. Whisper says it did a serious number on me. So give yourself 4 days. Oh my gosh. Okay. So was that the first shot or the second shot? Whisper, because I'm worried about that because I was bad with the flu, just a plain old flu shot. So Cheryl says genealogy. I've been doing it for 49 years and still don't know anything. Sometimes I feel that way about crochet. David says, I think there's a lot of urban myth going around about the vaccine and all vaccines in general. The first shot did. Okay. So I hope it doesn't knock me out like that, but I'm trying to get it before we get really, really into our busy season. It's starting now, the busy season. And then in April is when we start our seasonal mosquito. So that will be very busy. Right. What we got to do. You're dripping. You're so funny. My daughter's eating cereal and she's got milk dripping down her chin. And Jamie says, yes, Rowan, it's legal to learn about horticulture. Jamie, you crack me up. Says, yes, Rowan, it's legal to learn about horticulture and hydroponics up in Canada. LOL. Don't know where your mama's mind was going. She knows. Marshall says, I can't take the vaccine. No. Wow, the flu vaccine blistered my face, arms, and chest. And my sister did the vaccine, and the first one, her arm killed her. The second one made her deathly sick for 3 days, and then she was okay. Are you allergic to eggs? That's what I understand. If you're allergic to eggs, you can't. That's horrible, Marshall. All right, Jamie, thank you so much for joining me. I am happy to have you here, and you have an amazing day. I am still going for a little bit longer. So if you guys still want to stick with me, I'm still asking some questions because I think these are fun. Hopefully you guys do too. Okay. So the next question is, if you could live in any decade, which would you choose? I kind of like the decade I'm in. The technology, everything. Kind of like the decade I'm in.
2010s.
So my daughter's saying the 2010s. Maybe I would go back to the 2010s. I kind of like that. You're right.
I miss Club Penguin.
She used to do Club Penguin. That was like her gaming intro. That and The Sims, which she still plays The Sims. Mm-hmm. All right. So Marshall says, I'm not allergic to, but so many other meds and different things. Oh, okay. She's not allergic to eggs, but she's allergic to a bunch of other meds. Okay. Whisper says, I'm good right now, right? Yeah. I kind of like this decade. The only reason why I would say the 2010s is because it was pre-COVID, right? But that's the only reason. Jamie says, hell, I'm not reliving 2008 again. Actually, the 2010s is when we lived in Manassas, and that was not a good year.
Yeah. Well, we also lived in Augusta during the 2010s. That was good.
Well, up until you went to Davidson.
Yeah, I hated Davidson.
Inga says 3,000. So you'd like to go into the future, or no, 3,000. No, that's like way long ago, right?
3,000 BC or
right? Now because of my family I have now. Yes. I kind of like now, right? I knew that, Jamie. I knew that when I asked that question, I was thinking Jamie's going to say the 70s. The 60s or the 70s? I knew you were going to say one of those 2 decades. Jamie says, guess. 1970s. No, wait. I can't learn about hydroponics back then. Let's say right now. And Whisper says the 2010s. I had the worst health issues, so I'm pretty good right now. Yeah, I understand that. And actually, it was 2010s was when you had your surgery too, wasn't it?
Yep. I might want to go back to the early odds. I don't know.
The early aughts, like before you were born.
Yeah, or 2009, my 5th birthday.
Yeah. She enjoyed her 5th birthday. We did Disney on her 5th birthday.
Disney World.
Yes, Disney World.
The better
I'm not getting into that debate. I would say that the current don't want to redo my life or do without modern conveniences, right? I kind of love the modern conveniences, right? All the technology. I like the 80s before computers when we could play outside without fear. You know, Jamie, that's true. That's true. But the only reason why we have fear now is because we know so much. So it was really just ignorance before, which sometimes ignorance is bliss, right? The more you know is not always better. Marshall says 1997 when I graduated, and those years that were some of my best years before the pain set in from my endometriosis, fibromyalgia, and Crohn's. I am so sorry. All of those are so painful. Endometriosis, I think I had it and didn't realize it. Now they have removed those parts of my body, so I don't have any of those pains anymore. And that's because I had a cyst get so big on one of my ovaries that it actually ended up killing some of my organs before I knew it. Fibromyalgia. Now I don't have that, but I do have peripheral neuropathy, and I can't even imagine because I have the pain in just my feet, so I can't even imagine if it was on my whole body. That's just wow. And Crohn's, of course. That's just. I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. That is not easy. In 2010, my father was very sick. Okay, so you're not feeling 2010, huh? 2030, yes, that's right. Let's go in the future together, Ursula. Whisper says, we were supposed to go to Disneyland in Paris for my son's 14th birthday, but fingers crossed we can next year. I hope so. Yeah, everything got shut down. I'm going to cross my fingers for you too. Yeah, Jamie, ignorance is bliss. Exactly. And Jamie's headed out now. So thank you so much for joining me. And bye, Jamie. You have a great day. Hooked played outside without fear. What about the God-fearing white van? Oh, but you just stayed away from the white van, right? Where I lived in was back on dirt roads, and we would go play in the forest that was in the area. It was a little bit more rural. So it was like the edge of town. None of the roads were paved in my little neighborhood. It was all like dirt roads, gravel roads. So that's where I grew up, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I say I grew up there. That was like my elementary years, and then we moved to this really old house next to the middle school, and then for high school I lived right on the water, and we would go every weekend out on the boat. So I loved growing up. Wow, Marcel, yes, endometriosis had 9 operations. Wow. I just had 1, and I yanked that stuff out. So it has been suggested that the information we now endure is very harmful to us. Yes, I agree, David. And I avoid some news because it honestly, hey, Crystal, it's so nice to see you. It's been a little bit. I hope you're feeling well. It has been suggested that I already read that. Linda said, well, there are a lot. I would love to just be able to time travel to see so many, but I wouldn't want to stay there. I would want to come back to present time. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Kathleen says, I no longer have that problem. Glad they took everything when endometriosis was so bad. I was in the floor crying. I was 25 then. Okay, so yeah. So fortunately, and I'm glad about this, they did take everything when I was 39. So I had my daughter So yay. And David says, I avoid all news. Much of it invades my space anyway. Yes. Now don't get me wrong, there's certain things that I might go read an article about, but honestly, you're right. It's become TMI, to be honest with you. Everything's ringing. Sorry about that, you guys. I had it all removed too, and cyst on both ovaries. I was diagnosed with RA 2 years ago. So one thing starts getting better, and I have to deal with, oh my gosh, ouch. You've had 32 surgeries? I thought I had a lot of surgeries, but I've got nothing on you. I have had, how many surgeries have I had? Started with the C-section, and then I had a schwannoma tumor on my spine, so I had to get that removed. So I had that, and then I had a surgery to remove my lady parts and fix 2 hernias all at the same time. So that was a pretty significant surgery. That I was in the hospital for like about a week and a half, I think. It was a pretty bad time. That was a rough time. That's why I wouldn't go back to the 2010s, because whoo. All right. Crystal says, I've had you've had some bad news lately. I'm sorry, Crystal. Gosh, all this bad news. That's horrible. And I know some of it, but have you had more bad news? Whisper says, I've had a total of 12 surgeries during the 2010s for 3 different types of cancer. Oh my gosh, and the side effects that come with it. Have HEDS. What? Just had surgery number 47 last week. What? All right. Well, apparently I am a baby when it comes to surgeries, but that's okay. I'm good with that. I don't need another surgery. I'm good without having another one. But you know what? Out of all my surgeries, the worst one that I had to deal with, the worst surgery I ever had to deal with, was the one that my daughter had to have. And she had still has it, scoliosis and kyphoscoliosis. Anyway, she actually had to have her surgery at 11 years old. And she got rods put in her back. And that's part of what we go down to Asheville, the specialist that we go see, because they double check on her rods. But she's still got a curve in her lower spine, so we just have to watch that to make sure it won't cause any problems. But it hasn't changed in a couple of years, so now she doesn't have to go back again for 2 years. Yay. So, but let me ask the next question. Let me ask the next question. All right, so now we're getting on to what's your favorite. So, what is your favorite personal possession and why? What is my favorite personal possession? I may have to see some of your answers before I figure out how to answer mine. I mean, I've learned in the past 5 years, I've had a lot of moves. I've had some struggling financial times, so I've had to get rid of some stuff. So my favorite personal possessions are the photos, I think. More so than, because everything else can be replaced. Granny says, yarn, yarn, yarn. I love it. Makes me happy, happy, happy. I might have to agree with that one. I might have to go with you on that one. Yes, thank you, Whisper. Yeah, it was. There was no change. It was just concerning because if she has to get surgery again on her lower spine, then it will affect her mobility. So I really hope that doesn't happen. Oh, Cheryl, so sorry for us all. I have scoliosis, but it's nowhere near bad enough for surgery. Oh, wow. Yeah. And I have some cousins with scoliosis and stuff. And then her aunt also has scoliosis on her dad's side. So, but she had the worst. And it was interesting because it happened. She shot up, just shot up 1 year. And in that year is when her spine twisted, when she shot up. So, and we didn't realize it because we live with her every day and she was wearing her clothes and stuff. And then my mom actually is the one who said her spine does not look right. And that's when we got everything started. So, favorite for personal possession has to be yarn. Yeah, that's true. I like that too. Family photos. They help me remember my family and friends. Right, Linda? Yes, that is my number one. But I have to say number two is definitely yarn. Because I always have something to do. You take away everything else, but leave my yarn. I always got something to do. I love that. Michelle has grandma's string of pearls. Whisper says photos and the charcoal drawing of my kids. I love that. My grandmother-in-law went back to the hospital. Oh, that's horrible, Crystal. And they told her that she has failure of the heart and she's coming home just to stay comfortable. So that are they basically doing hospice with her? I'm sorry to hear that, Crystal. That's hard. When I lost my grandmother, it was one of the hardest things that I ever had to go through. I was close with my grandmother. I lived with her for 5 years. She could be a bee, but I loved her to death, even though. Our family Bible, I like that. It's the one thing I've always wanted, and Mom gave it to me to enjoy now. That's awesome. Yarn is my favorite creative possession. Exactly, Whisper. I love it. Kathleen says, I can replace my Bible yarn in most things. I cannot replace photos. Photos would be my fave possession. Yeah. And I've lost my yarn in all my moves and stuff. I lost all my yarn, and I've slowly replaced it. But there are some yarns I wish I still had because, of course, the colorways aren't available anymore. But now I miss because I did lose some yarn books. So I miss those more than I miss the actual yarn. I look at my yarn more than I look at my TV, YouTube books, or hubby's face. I love it. And yes, it does. When you look at it, it makes you happy, especially if you can put it on display, which one of these days I'm going to have a craft room with a yarn wall like Ginger. I aspire to be like Ginger. Oh, that's cute. Crystal says my husband. I love that. That's precious. Whisper says, although you do not want to see me if they throw out my fabrics. Oh, no. Claire says yarn, of course. Marcella says, I know when children have anything wrong, it's far worse than when us adults have surgery. Yeah, it was difficult. And she did not react well to the pain meds. And I was forcing them down her throat because she wasn't taking it. Finally, we talked to the doctor and we got her on children's pain meds. And she was able to take those without getting so sick. Can you imagine trying to heal from you're only 11 years old and you're trying to heal from a major surgery. And from what I understand, the spine surgery is the second worst surgery, like trauma wise to your body. The first worst is open heart. I couldn't have children. I do all I can from them. That's awesome. I love that. And I would go through anything to keep my niece and nephews from having to go through it if I could. Since I couldn't have children and I do anything I can for them. Yes, I was like that for my nieces and nephews. I still am, actually. Adore the heck out of them. Jamie says, help. Is there anyone in the chitty chats here that knows anything about Kubota tractors? George is trying to buy a new toy. Uh-oh. Anybody know about those? I have no clue. I bet you I have some neighbors that do, but yeah, they're not close enough. I hate it when my baby is in pain. He has HEDS as well, and he has acute migraine attacks. Ooh, that hurts. Ouch. Marshall says, that's so sad. And yes, I've heard the spine surgery is horrible. Yeah. Yep, it can be, but she needed it. So, me too. No kids. That hurt the most. Oh, I'm sorry, Inga. Crystal says, I have to get out of the sad news and sad funk. Yes, I know. That's hard, isn't it? All right, let me ask another question. Maybe it can bring us out of the sad funk, right? Cheer up the room. Okay, so the next one is, what was your favorite class in school? What was your favorite class in school? For me, it was physics. Oh my gosh. My grandson at 4 months old had an open heart surgery. He is almost 4 and doing awesome. That is awesome. Luckily at 4, they don't remember it. I mean, 4 months, he won't remember it. So that is good. Daughter first says, my cat Lucy. Crystal says, I only know about John Deere tractors. Yeah. And Whisper says, he's a champ, Marshall. History. Okay, so our favorite is history. Siri was about to talk to me. The gym. Okay, so Inga enjoyed the gym. And Whisper says biology. Yeah, and Marshall says, yes, let's get happy. Ha! Jamie says recess. Why does that not surprise me, Jamie? Linda says art and math. Crystal says history and English. Kathleen says history. Math was my worst and least favorite subject. My daughter might say the same. Although she loves science. She loves science. Cheryl says home ec. And Linda says and science. So art, math, and science. See, what did I say was my favorite subject again? Oh, physics. I loved physics, which is a science math. But I really, it finally, like algebra, I started to get algebra because of physics, if that makes sense. Well, algebra and calculus. I think physics is more calculus, but algebra leads into calculus. So, but yeah, those were my favorites. Creative writing and home ec. And so we're about an hour and 37 minutes. So roughly 20 minutes left. And I will be doing a drawing in the last 5 minutes of my live. And I'm going to give away, you have to be active in the last 5 minutes. But I'm going to be, you can choose. So you get this, or this. And I will be mailing it in. And these are smaller. So even if you're international, I can still mail it to you. I'm okay with that. Says, I was over the yearbook and that was so amazing. Oh, I bet that like just filled your creative heart. I bet that would have been so much fun. I wish I had done the yearbook when I was in high school. You guys, I'm shaking my leg. That's why this is shaking. But I probably need to unplug this soon, actually, because my battery's almost gone. So we're going to lose some light, you guys. It's not that horrible. I just have shadows where I don't want shadows, but I'll get over it, right? I need to get it. Oh, you know what? I do have another plug that I can use. Another cable. I forgot about that. Anyway, creative writing and home ec. I was over the yearbook. Okay, math was my worst subject, and that was the same for me up until I took summer school for algebra. I think it was algebra 2. And it finally clicked. And after that happened, math was so much easier for me. But it took a while for it to click. And English did the same thing. Me writing term papers, I didn't get the formula until I was in college. And once I got that formula, I could bust out a paper like that. Ursula says, I must say the history teacher was just super. He could make it so interesting. I didn't want to leave his class. Oh, dear. So a teacher can really play a big role in how much you like it. I agree. I absolutely agree. I studied science classes, physics, chemistry, biology, and math, along with the Dutch and English on my exams. That's cool. I hated dropping history classes. I had the most amazing teacher. My husband says that he knows Kubota tractors are great, but that's all. That's all he knows. Claire says PE. David says I was never good in history at school. Didn't like it much, but did fine as far as grades go. But I love history documentaries now. Documentaries, not documentaries. Well, I guess it could be pronounced that way, but documentaries now. Crystal says John Deere tractors are better than them at Marshall. I have no clue, so I'm not going to get in the middle of that debate. Linda says math, art, and science were subjects that my dyslexia didn't hinder me from as much. Oh, that's cool. That's interesting. All right. Actually, Louisiana history. Oh, cool. That was your favorite subject. That's cool. I love it. Love, love, love it. All right. So my next question is, and it's another, what's your favorite? What is your favorite animal? I have to say kitty cats. As much as they drive me crazy, I love my kitty cats. I love my puppies too, but I have a special place in my heart for kitty cats. You're 4 minutes behind. Like on your clock? I have 12:42 here, but it's Eastern time. Need a crochet break. My hands are mad. Whisper, okay, I understand. Dogs for you. Dogs for Julie. Julie loves dogs. Michelle, my cats. Yeah, see, I have a special place in my heart for my cats. Whisper says I love large dogs. I love them too. But yeah, my puppies here, they always sleep right next to me. Maybe because the dog's bed's there, but every animal, right, Crystal? Every animal. Hands up to anyone who knows me and doesn't know my answer to this question. You were just talking about what you wanted to do, so we know what your answer is, David. You love dogs. I love my grand dog. He loves me so much. Lots of kisses. Oh, that's so cute, Leanne. Hi, Leanne. Ursula says cats and more cats because they are so independent. Yes, I love my kitties, but whenever they get affectionate, it's something else. My Screech, originally Cinder, but now Screech because he's a talker. Anyway, he's still, every time I go to bed, curls up right here. I love it. Pigs. Oh, Cheryl, I love that. Kathleen says cats of all kinds and sizes. Then the bald eagle. Ooh, love that. No, LOL, no, it's 4 minutes behind on your live stream. Oh, oh, okay. Am I delayed? Oh, I get it. So yeah. Like if you hit pause or something, then you get a little bit behind. I get it. I'm a little late. I'm 4 minutes behind in my own brain. Whisper says large dogs or cats. Marshall says dogs. Linda says cats. Pangolins are really cool. Pangolins. I have to look that up. Whisper says, but no pets anymore. Allergies in the house. Yes, my husband has allergies. He just takes meds. And hello again. Leanne says hello. Daughter says cats, especially tuxies and barn cats. Ooh, I have a gray tux. He's getting so lean. He gets anxious this time of year. But I think I need to fix my other cat, which is going to be happening next month because I think he's starting to get mature and it's stressing my oldest cat out. Huskies. I love huskies. Aren't they gorgeous? And I think we've talked about huskies before, Inga, but they are gorgeous. Cheryl says I should say piglets over pigs. You know what? I do plan on getting chickens when we move, though. Not yet. My daughter-in-law loves her chickens. Claire says I was delayed. Okay, got it. Well, I knit the family cap. That's cool. Marshall says my in-laws and my parents seriously treat our dogs like grandbabies. Yes. And never go to the store and not buy them something. That's so cute. I love that. Whisper says I've been known to say that if I were ever to become single again, I will be the old cat lady. You and me both. I love my kitties. Although 3 is enough. This kitten that we have right now has been driving me crazy. I forgot how wild kittens can be. I mean, they can be wild. But, all right. Next question. Oh, I got a stuffy nose, you guys. I'm sorry for the sniffles. Do you have a personal hero? And who is it? Oh my gosh, they picked up chicks for 4-H and they're so adorable. Oh my gosh, I would love that. I do. I really want to have chicks, but we might do it next year because we can always move the chicks with us or the chickens with us when we move. So I don't know. But now's the time to buy them, of course, because it's warmer. The problem that I have is because we're going to get baby chicks, we don't have a place to put them inside the house because at first they need to stay inside the house until they get a little bit bigger. That's what I understand anyway. And we don't have a place for that. So you have several personal heroes. Well, let's hear them, David. And Inga says her dad. Ursula says no hero. I actually, if I'm forced to pick a hero, I would say my mom. But other than that, I mean, I really don't have many. Don't get me wrong. I respect the heck out of a lot of people and what they've done. But I usually don't put people. I feel like when you have a hero, you're putting somebody on a pedestal, and I don't do that because I know people are real and they have this wonderful side to them, but then they also have the not so wonderful side, unless you're Mother Teresa, right? That's right. I am my own personal hero. Right, Ursula? High five. My teenage kids are my heroes because they take care of me around the clock. Oh, that's awesome, Claire. I love that. Awesome kids. Awesome. Whisper says, my personal hero is my youngest son. The way he's dealing with the health issues is such grace and dignity is beyond his age. That's awesome, Whisper. Oh, I love these. I love reading these. You guys are all amazing. Crystal says, my grandpa will always be my personal hero, even though he died in 2005. No, that's fine. I would say that sometimes, a lot of times, your personal hero may not even be alive. Leanne says, my stepdad, even though in my 60s, he always comes to my rescue when I need help. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Mom, she went to work in school, had 4 kids at the same time, and taught me to multitask. Yes, my mom did the same. She got her associate's degree while being a single mother to 2 girls and was working her way up in her job. It was pretty impressive, and in a male-dominated field at that. Cheryl says, Mom, she went to work, school. Oh, wait, I just read that one. I include my non-yarn hero in today's shout-out Saturday video. Oh, okay. A man who has created a rescue sanctuary for dogs and now has pigs and a llama and continues to expand. That's so awesome. I love that. Claire says, I put my life on the side and homeschooled them for 11 years. So it's like they're paying me back. That's so cool. I'm glad that they recognize that, though, because, it's you often hear about how teenagers are unappreciative. But I have a pretty good kid myself. I may get on to her. She needs to do better in school. But other than that, she's a pretty good kid. Oh, thanks, Crystal. My mom, I think my mom is pretty amazing. I didn't think so growing up, because she's a little bit of a hard ass, and honestly, so am I. So the person and it's funny because my sister and my mom are very, very close. They talk to each other weekly, if not daily, and I'm not jealous of this at all, right? My sister's the oldest. But my sister is not like my mom. I'm close to my mom too. Don't get me wrong. It's just that my mom and my sister have a different kind of bond. But I am the one that's most like my mom. I'm always looking to do something, learn something, figure out something, and I have little patience with excuses. That's it. I have very little patience with excuses. So anyway, I'm the most like my mom out of the two of us, out of me and my sister. My stepdad, he married my mom who was a widow with 2 girls. I was 3. That's awesome, Kathleen. Yeah, so Kathleen said that about her stepdad. Linda says, my grandpa is her hero. He passed a number of years ago, but he was always so kind and caring, humble and intelligent. He was just amazing, my best friend, until he passed. Aw, I love that. My sister and I won't discuss all the reasons why, but she has been the best mom and became a mother at 15 and is married to their dad and has been since 15 and has 3 kids and 9 grandkids. That's amazing. I love that. Ursula has seen my little hero. Aw. Ursula says, it's just so good to hear so many of you had such good people in your lives. Wow, so good. I agree, Ursula. It's so nice because there's some people that don't have that. They don't have anybody to look up to. So I love that. Claire says they're amazing. I'm blessed beyond words. All as a single parent. Oh, love it. They don't even remember their dad. My mom was hard ass, but there was never any doubt that it came from love. Exactly. Granny says, "Oh, he's so cool and not so little." Claire says, "Thanks, Ursula. You have been amazing. You have an amazing daughter yourself." And Ursula says, I was about to say, you don't suffer fools. Yeah, that's it. While you're wondering how to word, you don't like excuses. Exactly. I don't. I'm not a big fan. And it's so funny because it ends up being written all over my face. Like my mouth is saying one thing, but written all over my face was like, excuse me. I had to and look at tractor pictures. What's the latest question? Okay, so the latest question is, do you have a personal hero? And did you guys figure out tractors? What tractor you're going to get? Daughter says, my mom. Yep, I'm with you there, Daughter. Absolutely. Whisper says, I'm holding on to my wallet. I know he's going to grow like a maniac again soon. So I take it you have a younger son and he's your hero. Yeah, you said that. And because he's going through a lot and you really, really appreciate him. David says, every human being has limitations, but I gained so much when I took this advice from a friend to accept my parents where they are and were and not where I wanted them to be. Yeah, exactly. And honestly, you have to do the same as a parent. And that's hard. That is very hard because you have wishes for your children that you want to see fulfilled, but they're your wishes. They're not your kids' wishes. Don't get me wrong, because my daughter's listening. She still needs to do better in school. He's 14. Oh, okay. So yeah, he's probably about to shoot up. All right. So I'm going to add, we were almost at the last 5 minutes. What? So I'm going to try that little, the prize thingy for on Nightbot. I'm going to try that. I didn't realize we were at 12:54. So but I'm going to give it a little bit more. Marshall says, amazing what we all can overcome in life. And I thank God for it all, right? I agree. I don't have a hero, but I look up to just about everyone that's older than 7 because I'm vertically challenged and only 4, 8, 9. I love it. And Jamie and Whisper says, Jamie, I'm the opposite. So how tall are you, Whisper? I think I need to log into Nightbot here. Okay. I'm logging in on this computer so I can do the random little drawing thing. Excuse me for my sniffles. There we go. There we go. So let's go ahead and... All right, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do the random drawing. Which, by the way, David, Nightbot says that you are my top chatter right now. My top chatters are... Let's see if it gives me a list. David and Ursula and Connie and Alice and Emmy and Kim and Jamie and Whisper and Marshall and Amby. Those are my top 10 chatters. Anyway, I digress. I'm not looking at the chat, you guys. I'm on a different tab. So I digress. Let me take a look here. I'm going to go and do a giveaway. So I'm going to go ahead and do it now. I'm going to roll it. And I don't know if it's going to tell me. What? David, you won. And that's so cool. It was like crazy quick. It was awesome. Yeah, Leanne does the drum roll, but it took like, I thought it would take a little while, but no, it doesn't. It didn't at all. That's so awesome, David. So you get to pick from here. You get to choose. Hang on a second. I got to get back to the chat. Where am I at? Oh, here we go. All right. So you can choose, David. Yay. Okay. So we have this little tassel thing here, which it does not make me think of you, but I don't want to make any assumptions. So there's the tassel. And then there is the, this is the Lotus Flower Gauge measuring tool. And then there are the buttons. Now it says 3-pack of silver buttons, but I'm going to take a look. It's more like a mother of pearl. So there, that's what the button, that's one side. You can see it's kind of mother of pearl like. And then the other side is just black. So a pack of 3 of those. So you pick which one you want and I will ship it on to you. And I already have your address, so you don't need to get that to me. Jamie says 5'11". I can imagine reaching the cupboards myself, right? My sister is I think that, I can't remember. She's either 5'11" or 5'9". I can't remember. Isn't that bad? This is my sister. I just know that she's way taller than me. All right, that's cool. Yeah, think on it and message me. That's cool. And I will get it dropped in the mail to you. But yeah, I'm with you though. I have to use a step stool to, even in my little house, and I have like 7 foot, my ceilings are very, very low. So, but you guys, I'm going to start doing that. Just having a little tiny giveaway at the end of my live chats to say thank you for staying here with me for the chat. I'm going to start doing that for my personal chats from now on. So, woo! Mine is a gauge sheep. So you have like a sheep shaped gauge. I can't say that 3 times fast. How tall am I? I am 5'3". I used to think I was 5'3.5", but then when I was pregnant and they measured me a lot, they said, yeah, no, you're 5'3". You just need to give up that half an inch because, yeah, it's not happening. I was once 5'11" almost. Yeah, the gauge lotus flower is beautiful. I have one already. This comes out of my my boxes, but I kept the yarn because sometimes I give away the whole box, but sometimes I keep the yarn, but I don't need 2 of these. So that's why I'm giving away that gauge. Thanks, Ursula. I appreciate it. Thank you. I have to head over to your anniversary. Okay. Yes, I know Reggie's having that. So I'll see you at 4 Central Standard Times with the Yarn Hunt. Yes. So see you guys at 5. And actually I am wrapping it up. So you guys go on over. So Reggie is having her Yarniversary. So Yarniversity live. I would be looking up to you, Ursula. I'm like, yeah. I look up to most people, to be honest with you. But yes, it's been wonderful chatting with each and every one of you. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. Every one of you have an amazing day, and I will see you next Saturday. Unless, of course, I get the shot and it knocks me on my butt. But my intent is to be live next Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, you guys, thank you so much. You guys have an amazing day. Bye-bye. Mwah.